Well, good morning, All Saints. As you can see, I'm in Jerusalem. Well, you might not think I was in Jerusalem because actually up there is an Austrian flag. So you might wonder what an Austrian flag is doing in the old city of Jerusalem. The reason is because we're standing on the roof of the Austrian hospice. David and me, David Haynes is taking this video, and we've climbed up to one of the best views in the city. And it's amazing what you can see here all the way around. Now, of course, Jerusalem is a holy city to three great world religions. First of all, just behind me, you can see the Dome of the Rock, the Golden Dome of the Rock. That is a sort of a memorial to Islam, but it's actually placed on the old Temple Mount where the temple originally stood. Just to the left of it, if you look across there, you can see the Mount of Olives where Jesus came down on the first Palm Sunday. I don't know if you can see there, but it's covered with thousands and thousands of Jewish graves. That's because the Jews have read their Bible, and they know from Zechariah 14 that when the Messiah comes back, who we know of course is Jesus, he's going to be coming down on the Mount of Olives, and observant Jews believe that that's where the resurrection is going to be, and Jews want to be in prime location to be raised from the dead when the Messiah comes back. Another thing just to point out to you is just over there, and if you look on the horizon you can just about see two grey domes with a golden cross. Now that is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. That's one of the two places that people suggest that Jesus was crucified and was buried. And so the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, it's a really busy place, it's a very religious place. We've been there. It's not my favourite place in Jerusalem though. One of my favourite places in Jerusalem is actually the Garden Tomb, and we're going there this afternoon. And in the Garden Tomb there is actually a garden. It's right next to a skull shaped hill, and it's, my goodness, I've got muezzin crying out all around me now. This is what happens during the prayer hour. You get all these different mosques all competing against each other. So yeah, the Garden Tomb, there's a tomb and there's a skull shaped hill, and it's a wonderful place, a really wonderful place. Anyhow, I'm not come to tell you all about Jerusalem, I've come to tell you about the notices. Hopefully you've got the notices with you. Just a few things I wanted to mention. First of all, of course, next weekend it's the church weekend. We'll be having one service at All Saints in the morning at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock it'll be a communion service. And then also we'll be praying for the church weekend on Thursday at 12 o'clock in the quiet room. We're also going to be praying as God's people, as the church in Swanage, on the 20th of April. Wednesday the 20th of April, we've got the If My People prayer meetings. And it's going to be, this is the first one, starts at 7:30 at Emmanuel Baptist Church. This is a key moment in the life of the church in Swanage. Please be there. It's just for an hour where all of God's people can come together to pray for the church in Swanage. Now, a couple of other things to mention. Prom Praise, I'm not sure whether there are any tickets left. You need to, if you do want to go to Prom Praise, it's on the 7th of May. You need to contact the Lighthouse Direct there, but there's a big group of us going. If you'd like a lift, then contact anyone on the list. It's on the red notice on the sign-up corner. And please contact somebody there, and we can all travel together, which will be great. And finally, all these people here in Jerusalem are not the only people singing. Matt Hurley is singing. Matt Hurley has made a single, and you can buy it. You can buy it online. You just have to go on to if you look in your notices on the top right hand, the top of the church family notices on the right hand side, you can actually get details of how to download Matt's new single. It'd be great to encourage Matt by everybody going and buying his single. I don't know how much it costs, but not very much. So why don't you just go online and buy a single and encourage Matt. Well, I don't know whether I'm out competing all these muezzin or whether they're out competing me, but I'm going to go and have my lunch, which is going to be falafel and shawarma and pita and salad and wonderful mint lemonade, and it's fantastic. So I hope you have a great service. I'm sure you will, and I'll see you next week. Bye.